Viewers of Coronation Street are convinced that the show's villain, Jodie Ramsey, is concealing two major truths. One outlandish fan theory claims she isn't the genuine Jodie at all and may not even be related to Shona Platt, while another suggests she could actually be responsible for someone's death. Speculation that Jodie might be a murderer first began when eagle-eyed fans noticed her mysterious trinket box. Since then, a suspicious lie about being in witness protection has only fueled the belief that she may have taken a life. Some viewers now think the supposed victim could be connected to a stabbing story Jodie recently shared. In recent scenes, Jodie insisted she had to run from a household she worked for. She told a young girl called Olivia that she witnessed a fatal knife attack and was forced to disappear for her own safety. However, fans quickly sensed the tale didn't add up and suspected she fabricated the story to hide the real reason she fled. The latest theory argues that Jodie wasn't a bystander at all. She may have been the attacker and escaped after committing the crime. Her secretive keepsake box has only intensified the rumors. Because it contains various belongings that appear to belong to other people, viewers are questioning whether they could be trophies taken from victims. One social media user wrote that although Jodie claimed she entered witness protection after seeing a murder, they believe she wasn't the witness, but the perpetrator. Another fan agreed, explaining they had read a theory suggesting the witness protection claim was entirely false. According to that idea, Jodie didn't merely observe the stabbing, she allegedly carried it out and then fled to avoid capture. The same viewer added that the collection of items in her box resembles souvenirs, prompting suspicions that some may belong to victims, though perhaps not all of them are dead. Meanwhile, a separate theory continues to circulate about Jodie's true identity. Even though Shona immediately recognized her sister when they reunited earlier this year, fans pointed out that they had not seen each other since childhood, when Shona was 13 and Jodie was about 6. This gap has led some viewers to wonder whether Jodie could be an imposter pretending to be Shona's long-lost sibling. Several fans have openly shared their doubts online, with some insisting she isn't really Shona's sister at all. Others have questioned whether someone else could be posing as the missing family member, especially since Shona left home when she was still young. 13 major Coronation Street spoilers for 2 to 6th of March. Next week on the Cobbles, Jodie's plotting threatens to unravel when Shona catches her out in a falsehood. Elsewhere, prison life proves overwhelming for Debbie, while Carla and Lisa are stunned by a surprise left outside their home. Here's a look at 13 dramatic developments coming up. 1. Jodie spins yet another story. Emotions are running high for David and Shona as doctors prepare Harper for surgery. Acting on Jodie's idea, the extended family gathers at the hospital to show their support. The couple are devastated when they're told Harper has experienced a slight bleed. Overwhelmed and irritated by everyone's forced optimism, David snaps and tells his relatives to go home. Before leaving, Jodie embraces David, then bumps into a new mother outside. When the woman mistakenly assumes Jodie is Harper's mom and David's partner, what will she say? 2. News on Harper's condition. The Platts wait anxiously in the hospital car park for updates following Harper's procedure. David and Shona soon reappear with the results. Later on, the pair keep a watchful eye over their daughter in the neonatal unit. 3. Jodie's secret is uncovered. Lily makes a troubling discovery after stumbling upon Jodie's hidden keepsake box, which contains a cutout image of Bernie and Brian's missing book. At the same time, the woman Jodie befriended earlier approaches her for an update on Harper. As Jodie explains about the surgery, she's horrified to realize Shona has overheard her version of events. Matters escalate further when Lily confronts Jodie about what she found. 4. Lou is assaulted. In prison, Debbie helps Lou craft bracelets for her children ahead of their visit. Trouble brews when Paula attempts to snatch one, but Lou refuses to back down, leaving Debbie rattled by the confrontation. It later becomes clear that Paula has attacked Lou. When Sally, Brody, and the girls arrive to see her, they're stunned by her injuries. 5. Sally issues a warning. During a prison visit, Carl manages to persuade Debbie to hand over more cash. Sally overhears and cautions Debbie that Carl is exploiting her generosity. Although Debbie defends him, it's obvious the doubt has been planted. The mounting pressure soon begins to affect Debbie's well-being. Meanwhile, Ronnie is furious to learn Carl is still taking advantage of her. 6. Lou breaks Debbie's trust. Debbie opens up to Lou, admitting her fear that she may spend the last months of her life behind bars. After hearing this, Lou contacts Sally, who then informs Ronnie just how low Debbie is feeling. When Debbie discovers Lou shared her private confession, she is livid. 7. Carla faces a doorstep shock. Carla is left reeling after discovering a baby abandoned outside her house. Lisa runs after a woman leaving the scene and finds out the child is Rob and Mandy's daughter. The woman reveals she is the baby's grandmother and explains she needs Carla to care for little Connie while she is hospitalized. Carla initially refuses, but Lisa reminds her that Connie is family and could otherwise end up in care. 8. Carla adjusts to caring for Connie. With an infant now living at number 6, Carla, Lisa, Betsy, and Ryan must adapt quickly. Lisa begins to hope Carla is softening when she notices her bonding with Connie while watching television. However, Carla and Lisa politely turn down Sally's attempts to give them parenting advice. 9. Cassie's proposal plan falls apart. Cassie ropes Tim into luring Steve to Victoria Gardens so she can pop the question in surprise fashion. Just as she's about to make her move, the moment is shattered when Steve receives a call telling him Jim has died. 10. Tracy uncovers the plan. As friends gather in the Rovers to toast Jim's memory, Tracy becomes suspicious of Cassie's glamorous outfit and spots her concealing something in Mary's pocket. She soon figures out that Cassie intended to propose. Later, while Steve and Cassie discuss the funeral arrangements, Tracy realizes Cassie still hasn't come clean. Will she reveal everything? 11. Kit admits the truth. Brody questions Kit and Sarah over the assault on Mal, and their uneasy answers make him suspicious enough to confide in Bernie. When Bernie confronts Kit directly, he has little choice but to confess. Todd's financial strain worsens. Still reliant on Theo for money, Todd asks him for funds to buy a birthday gift. Theo hands over £200 but insists it must also cover the cost of his celebratory meal. Todd's money troubles deepen when he receives a notification that his account is overdue and his mobile service won't resume until the outstanding balance is cleared. 13. George faces online backlash. George is dismayed when the funeral parlor is targeted with bogus 1-star reviews. In response, Glenda attempts to counteract the damage by posting glowing 5-star ratings. Meanwhile, Christina files a police complaint against Annie for defamation, and George's woes continue when officers bring him in for questioning regarding fraud claims. He arranges an urgent meeting with Christina and Glenda, but the discussion is cut short by a call from his solicitor. Coronation Street continues weeknights at 8:30 p.m. on ITV1, with episodes also available to stream on ITVX.